Morning, Freda.
Good morning.
I'm going to mute everybody, and then Freda, as soon as we start recording, you unmute yourself. Okay, Freda, the floor is yours. Good morning.
Thank you, George. Good morning, everyone. Oh boy, what an exciting morning here in Florida. Okay, I have a couple questions for you, and we're going to start. First of all, didn't Adrian do a fantastic job last night? Oh my goodness, her and her team were amazing. So this is kind of going to be a little different training than what we're kind of used to. And the reason is this, because I can only teach on my 50 years of business experience because I have not built the business yet to the level that I will, or we will, my husband and I both. So I can only talk on things that I have actually accomplished. So I want to ask a couple of questions, and I want this to be an open forum. My first question to each of you on here is, how many of you on here are in your own business? Every hand should be up. Every hand should be up. Absolutely. That was a trick question and probably not fair, but you are in your own business. And that's why I asked that question, because some people sometimes, I think, take the attitude of, it's just my little side gig. Well, it may be just your little side gig, but I can promise you that it'll turn into your big gig. And here's why. And here's why I know that. Because I asked everybody this morning, or yesterday, or Adrian did, if they would come on with some props today. We asked you to come on with a mirror. Did everybody do that? Look at this. Look at this. If you don't have your mirror, I'm going to give you 3 seconds to run and grab it, because I really want you to have your mirror. And I want you to have a red marker. And I want you to have a 3x5 card or a piece of paper, because we're going to have fun. Like I said, it's going to be interactive. Everybody have their mirror and their paper? Not yet. We're going to do a couple different things. So now that we know we have our props in place, I'm going to ask you a couple more questions. I had this nice PowerPoint all set up to do this morning, and then I thought, this little voice said to me, no, don't go there. Let's talk reality. So the reality is, how many of you actually have a space in your home where you actually have your office, where you conduct your business from? I know some people have it in their dining room table, some have it on their coffee table in their living room, some have it on their sofa, and some have offices. For any of you right now, and I don't want to step on any toes, because I love you all, I'm just here to share. If you're running your business from your lazy boy recliner, you might want to rethink it. Because when you're kicked back in a recliner or laying back on a sofa, your attention to detail and attention to what you're saying and doing isn't as pointed as it could be. So, in business, it's all about posture. It's all about how you come across to people. And I know that if I was kicked back and with my feet up on my ottoman, I wouldn't have the same posture. I wouldn't have the same body language that I have right now sitting in my office in my desk chair. Can anybody relate to that? Again, this is interactive, guys, so come on. All right. So at one point in my life, when I started my first business, I really did not have an office in my home. I didn't have room for one. So I had to go figure out how I could create an office. So I took a little space in my downstairs and created a corner with a little table and a chair. That was my office at that time. Now, I then graduated, of course, to bigger offices and bigger and better, but that's where I started. So it's okay to start in the corner of your room somewhere, but get it away from your everyday activities. Get it away from breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Get it in a space that's comfortable for you. Make it your office space. So now that we know where we're going to conduct our business, how do we conduct our business? Okay, let's assume for a minute that this business, that your 3 business, was a brick and mortar business. Do you know what I mean by that? I mean that you're going to have a mortgage on your building that your brick and mortar business is in, or you're going to be paying rent on the space that you lease to have your business in. So let's think about this business for a minute. Where is it? Is it in your home? Yes. Is it part of your mortgage? Yes. Is it part of your rent? Yes. What if every day you had to go in this business and just make the money to cover your mortgage and your expenses? It's no different, right? It's the same type of business. Just because we have our office in our home doesn't mean that we don't have expenses. We do. We have the same business expenses that we would have if we were in a brick and mortar building. And here comes the most important nugget of all, I think. What hours are your business open? What hours is your business actually open? Is your business open only when you think about it? Or is your business open from 9 o'clock in the morning until noon? Or is your business open from 4 in the afternoon to 8 at night? When is your business open? When are you actually running your business? Now, I know that some of us have jobs and cannot work the business full time, but that doesn't mean that you don't have a set time for your DMO, your daily method of operation. My daily method of operation is 9 to 12 and 2 to 5 and 7 to 9. I chose to do that many hours a day. What you choose is up to you. But that's important that you do it the same every day. You can't open a store downtown in the city square and only show up when you feel like it, because you probably wouldn't stay in business too long. But if you do that with this business, I'm telling you, it will work a whole lot better if you have your set hours, your set daily method of operation, and the days that you're actually going to physically work. So we're going to find our space. We're going to move from our lazy boy. We're going to move from our sofa. We're going to go into our own office space. We're going to set our own hours. And then the next thing we're going to do is this. We're going to pick up our mirror. Okay. I want you to look in your mirror. And I want you to say to your mirror, not to me, and to yourself, I am a business owner. I am a business owner. I want you to say that 7 times. I am a business owner. I am a business owner. I am a business owner. Okay. Now I want you to pick up your 3x5 card, and I want you to write on that 3x5 card, I am a business owner. So I want to see the card when you get it all written out. Hold it up so I can see it. I am a business owner. The people I see on my screen right now, I see Dick. Can I see your card? I am a business owner. Okay. Now, there we go. Got it. I see it. Perfect. Pick up your mirror one more time. Look in your mirror, and I want you to say, I own my own successful business. I own my own successful business. Look at your face when you say that. Are you convincing yourself? I own my own, keyword, successful business. Now, on your 3x5 card or whatever you're writing on, Write down, I own my own successful business. Now, one more time. Pick up your mirror again. Is everybody with me so far? Are we good? Give me a thumbs up. Give me something. Okay. All right. Everybody pick up your mirror one more time. And this time, I want you to say, if it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. If it is to be, it is up to me. It's kind of like Daniel said when we were in Las Vegas last weekend. Nobody's coming to save you. It's up to you. Yes, you have a magnificent team to plug into. Yes, you have all the people in the world to help you build your business. And we do. And they are more than willing to do that. But unless we take the action and do it ourselves as to what needs to be done, the basics like reaching out, connecting, showing the opportunity, and then following up, it's not going to be. So it is up to me. If it's going to be, it's up to me. Last night, example, I have this person on my list who's been on my list for quite a while because I have hundreds of people on my list. I just don't have time to get to all of them yet. So I reached out to one that I probably talked to 6 months ago. And I just called her yesterday. I said, I apologize for taking so long to get back to you, but I have been so super busy. And quite honestly, I have been busy. So I invited her on last night. She came on last night. And I want to read to you, if you don't mind, the response that she gave to me after. Because when I invite someone, I always ask them to give me a call after they view the opportunity. I ask them to call me so I don't have to call them. Because I know that if they call me, they're interested. Okay? So I call her up and I said, I'm not going to say her name, probably because I can't pronounce it properly, but I'm going to call her A. I called her up and I said, hey, I apologize for not getting up with you sooner, but I do have an opening tonight at 8 o'clock. Are you available? And that would be 6 o'clock your time, by the way, because she's in Salt Lake City. So she got on, which was perfect because last night was, every night is perfect with the opportunity, but last night was just amazing. So here's what she said back to me. She said, I just got done with it. Can we talk? Okay, she texted me. And then she said to me, I said, awesome. What intrigued you the most? And she said, I loved everything about it, especially the vitamins and the different types. I love the face wash. The massages probably piqued my interest the most. And I want to know more about how it works. Anything with your brain and face connection, I'm very interested. And I love the global community. Everything about it sounds fun. And the personal reviews, they were awesome. That's really all really good. It sounds like the real deal, especially when you have real people sharing. And everybody that shared last night, kudos to you. You did a fantastic job, an amazing job. So guys, that's what it takes to build your business. And are there people at times I wonder what to say when I call them? Yes, I have to stop and think about it. How can I relate to this person? How can this person relate to me? Because I'm a red, and sometimes it's hard for people to relate to me because I'm quick, I'm short, and I'm sharp. I don't need to be, and I've been working on that all my life, but it's for some reason, I just stay a shark. Hard to go, but stay a shark. But when I reach out to people, one of the things that I do is when someone says to me right off the bat, they say, well, what do you do? And I come back with a response like fire. I say, I'm a CTSP, health and wellness business coach. I help people take charge of their health and their financial future. That's my response because I am a certified trainer. or was, not anymore, but before I retired, I was. So this is the posture that I take in owning my business. I want everyone to be a part of this $1 billion project. And we are on a mission. And so right now, what I want to do is I want to ask you a few questions. And I'm not saying this to judge anyone by any means, but these are some of the things that when I work with people, I look for. I want to know what their action plan is. Once I have them on my team or enrolled, I want to know if they're willing to be coach number one, but are you willing to spend 10 minutes a day? And you might want to jot these down. Are you willing to spend 10 minutes a day on a positive attitude training? Because I don't care what business you're in today. I don't care what job you have today. Most of the time, we're in a job that we go to every day because we have to put food on the table. And we're not really happy getting up every morning at dark 30, going to spend 8 hours in a place we don't really want to be in, away from our kids. Guys, I did it. I know that feeling. I thank God every day that I've been writing my own paycheck since I was 24 years old, so that no one controlled me that way. And this is what we want for everyone. We want everyone to have the lifestyle they dream of and they desire and they so want. So that's one of my questions. Are they willing to do that? Then I ask them, are you willing to commit? Now, why do I say that? They don't even know what they're committing to. But what I say to them is, what is your definition of commitment? What is your definition of commitment? Everybody's definition of commitment is different. I may work the business 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. Somebody else may work it 5 hours a week. But what is their definition of commitment? And then I ask them this question. So yes, basically, I'm qualifying people to be on my team. Why? Because I want to work with people who have the desire and the dream to be better. So my next question is, are you willing to learn? Are you coachable? And I ask these in a friendly way. I don't come off as some cocky know-it-all. And then I ask them, are you willing to adapt? Are you able to adjust to new operating conditions? Because I can guarantee you that the operating conditions in this business are totally 100% different than most corporations and companies. And then I ask them, are you willing to be outgoing and friendly? And then I ask them if they're willing to be accountable. Now, those are just a few qualifying questions, but I back it up by saying to them, I need to ask you a couple more things. Why are you considering this business? That's a good question, guys. Why are you considering this business? They're going to tell you what their why is. And then you're going to ask them, what's your monthly income goal? They're going to tell you what their monthly income goal is. And I bet you that most of the people are going to tell you, depending on the person you're asking, where they are in life, they're going to give you anything from $500 a week to $5,000 a week. So the next thing that I ask them is, what is your time frame? You know, if you were hiring someone, or if I were employing someone to be a part of my other companies, I would have asked them all these questions as well, maybe in a different format. But what you're doing is you're really getting to the nuts and bolts of this person. What is it they're willing to do? So what is your time frame? The next question, Who do you want to work with? Who do you want to work with? Who do you want to be on your board of directors? Who do you want to be on your team? Who do you want to reach out and help with their health and their finances? And then my last question is this. Ready? How much time every day can you spend? And if they tell me I can't spend every day, I'm going to say to them this. Let me tell you, let me show you, let me help you figure out how you can spend every day. When you park your car in the parking garage tomorrow, going up to your office, and you walk past somebody, just smile and say hi. Get yourself used to connecting to people. When you're in the grocery store and you're standing in line and you see the person behind you that's anxious, let them go before you. Start a conversation. That's how you work your business every day. You connect. It doesn't mean you're going to pounce on them and tell them all about this wonderful business we have. You're making a connection, and the connection is all that you're after for that moment. So guys, what I want to come down with is I know it's hard for some people because I know that some people are shy, and I know that some people feel certain amounts of insecurity. That's okay to be that way. But that's why we spend the 10 minutes every day before your feet hits the floor. Wake up 10 minutes earlier, get on your phone, get on a seat, get on anything that'll give you some positive input. Something that will say, if it is to be, it is up to me. Because no one's coming to save you guys. It's all about you. So I don't know how many of you follow social media. I hope everyone does, and I hope everyone uses it. So I noticed something yesterday that Christine posted, and it just caught my eye. And thank you, Black Crow. Yes, self-discipline is the key. And you know, this is something that Christine posted yesterday. And it said, and I'm going to end with this because we're going to have a couple of seconds of questions here. Be scared and do it anyway. Be underqualified and get in the room anyway. Be messy, imperfect, and unsure, and show up anyway. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Get uncomfortable. And guys, this is the first time that I've done one of these trainings. And was I uncomfortable? Well, I really thought I was going to throw up this morning, but I got over that too. So no, it's just stepping outside of your comfort zone and doing what you know you have to do, because if it is to be, it's up to you. Thank you, George and Adrian. Appreciate you guys.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh, Freda, that was so beautiful. I mean, you're getting great reviews in the comments. I know everyone feels that way. That was wonderful to go through those questions like that, to be able to, if it is to me, if it is to be, it's up to me. That's so important. But more than anything, getting those questions down for yourself and while you're asking others is huge. That's just like really, that's pro stuff right there. That's not amateur, right? That's pro. That's going pro in your business.
Yes. And what you said at the beginning, that we have to repeat in the mirror, all of us, we have a business. We are business owners. And that's something that we had to get into our head, because it's so easy to get in. It's very easy to get out. Because if we don't have that mindset, that door to get out is going to be so easy.
Right.
So important that remember, this is a business. Just because we got most business, I mean, you have to invest more, $2,000 or less to get into the business. Many people don't take it seriously. I was in a perfume business that between my two partners and I, we put over $100 and something thousand, and we ran out of money. We had to pay with credit cards to pay the secretary, to pay the expenses, etc. Until we ran out of space on the credit cards, we had to shut down because we have more. There was not enough sales. But what I mean, this business is a serious business, even if we don't have any big expenses. Remember, Kim, we make over $1 million a month.
You know what I loved though is that it really asking those questions like the way that you do with a brand new person, it mitigates your expectations and also allows you to start coaching them right away. Because if somebody comes in and says, I want to earn $2,000 a week, or in other words, a six-figure income, but I'm not willing to put at least an hour a day in, like you're going to have to mitigate those expectations. Okay, you're going to do 5 hours on Saturday. Like where are you going to fit this in your schedule to be able to work your actual business, right?
Mhm.
When are you going to connect? When are you going to present? When are we going to follow up? So, have you ever had that, Freda, where you've sat down with somebody to go through these and you have to like kind of coach them on like the expectation of income versus the amount of time they're willing to put in?
Absolutely. And I do that when I sit down with my L1s or whoever I'm working with. I actually have a book here that I have a page on every person with those questions and those answers. And sometimes when you ask them one of the questions, for example, how much time are you willing to put in? They don't know right away how much time they have to put in because their life is already a ray. I mean, their plate is full. They think it is anyway. And that's where I take them back to just saying, well, do you think you could contact someone if you ran into them in the grocery store? Could you do that? Could you get a name and number? When you're out to dinner, could you say to someone as a server, could you say, and I do this often, is this the only job that you have? Or do you work two jobs? Is this your second job? And most of the time, they're going to tell you, this is my second job. Oh, I'm actually a nurse at the hospital, but this is my second job. Well, hello, right there, that shows they have a need. So my next question is, oh my goodness, I would love to share something with you. I'm a health and wellness coach, and since you're in the health field, could you give me your name and number and I'll get back with you?
Perfect. Yeah.
And that's all I do. I end it there.
Yeah. I oftentimes feel like it's overlooked too when we're doing that first onboarding call. Somebody's just ordered their products. They're slightly excited about the business. They're not even sure what that fully means. And being able to draw names out of who they know right away is just so key to be able to help them start sharing and realize how simple it is to build a big business here. We just did that on a call the other night. It's interesting though. I put out to a few people, key people in the group that I really value, what they're doing. And I was like, hey, would you like to work together for an hour a day, like a power hour of purpose, right? Just a couple of us. And it was so interesting to see who was willing to commit. And I was offering up multiple time frames and all that, but to see who really was willing to commit. And it shows you who you're going to work with over the next 90 days. So you ought to check the pulse of your own organization as well, my friends, and put out there to them, hey, are they jumping on the calls? Are they willing to, watch a recording? Are they doing some of those basics to see how much effort you should be putting in? If somebody's putting 100% effort in, you can match 100% effort. If somebody's putting 50% effort in, you can only match 50% effort. So you're going to manage your own expectations as well as you're building. But we needed this. I know George and I did too, but such powerful words. Thank you so much for putting this together today.
Something very important that you said at the beginning, by the way, super important. You have to have a place that you can call an office. Now, my first one was by the kitchen. I have a little small table. And at the time, I print out there was no PowerPoint presentation. This was in the 90s. I mean, my own pages to create like a flip chart I created. And one day I was doing a presentation and one of the people are sitting there, she said, we had three people. This was in a Starbucks and we were moving this presentation. And she said, why smell like onions? I didn't realize it was my flip chart. Because I was by the kitchen some way, but she said, smell like onions here. And we were in the Starbucks. I was thinking, oh, they're doing something here in the Starbucks onion. And when I got into the car, the smell was with me. Of course, was the chart.
Oh my gosh. So your office started in the kitchen.
It was a little table that we used to put groceries, etc. And before when we were coming from the supermarket. But then, of course, later I put my little computer there, a printer, a those dot matrix printers. Remember, make so much noise. I have it there, but it's funny. But yeah, you need a space. You need a office space, definitely.
Even if it's in your kitchen.
Yeah, even if it's in the kitchen, even if it's in the closet. We have a team member that had it in the closet, but she had the lights and etc. And nobody knew that she was in the closet.
Absolutely. And you know, one of the other things too that I really, really try to focus on with people is that when you don't know what to say nothing.
Mhm.
Don't blow it. Just be yourself.
Mhm.
Just be yourself.
Mhm.
You know. So thank you guys for letting me share. I appreciate you.
Thank you guys so much. Tonight we have Empowerment Tuesday. We're looking forward to that. Tomorrow we have, another incredible morning
Yeah,
call.
George is going to be on leash.
I'm scared of your topic. What is your topic
I
again?
will say unleash and
Okay.
naked. I don't know what
Yeah.
that means.
I'm a little scared and slightly curious and not sure if it's appropriate. No, I'm kidding. Okay, it's going to be great.
It's going to be cool.
It's going to be good. But yeah. So tomorrow George is going to be doing that. And then yeah, we're looking forward to a great week. We do have, again, I'll just a quick reminder, Wellness Wednesday. We have another opportunity call Thursday night that I'll be doing this week. And yeah, we just have a lot of good things to look forward to.
And
So
a call to action. Remember, we are in the contest with the company sending links from the app. Make sure you do that. Even if you are afraid of technology, actually technology doesn't bite. Just make sure you start sending links to people. And by the way, call them first or tell them, I'm sending you something. I'm super excited. Please go through this video to see what you think. Don't become a spammer. Just go a spammer, sending to everybody with no reason. We have a question before we go.
okay, go ahead, Daryl. Oh,
Good morning, everybody. I'm excited about what Freda shared today. And I just want you to know, she said over and over it, if it's to be, it's up to me. But remember, we're not alone. It's you, me, and three. And we're going to rock this. And you guys are awesome. This is a best call I think I've had in a while. And they just get better and better and better. Thank you, Freda. And you guys have a great day.
all right. Thanks, Daryl. All right, everybody. Have a great day.
Short and sweet.